I like to take one of our values, which is transparency, and I like to go right into the conversation about money or compensation, which is right behind money. Money is one of those things that people don't want to talk about. It's difficult. It's that so-called elephant in the room. But when you're transparent about where the money is generated from in terms of a reward, in terms of doing things that customers not only expect but they want, creating that value, your team is all on this. So when we talk about money, it's one of those things, somehow the disconnect always occurs between the money we make, the money that's generated. There seems to be a disconnect that occurs between how do we translate that into compensation for our team. It's the conversation nobody wants to have. It's just all of a sudden it's out there and it's taken care of through marketplace. But you really need to embrace this as an opportunity to take money and have a great conversation. It enables communication of one of the base elements that we need to look after, the foundational elements that the team need to feel comfortable with, they need to feel secure with. If you can do that and you can wrap that into a compensation program, I tell you, you're off to the races with your culture. The transparency is somewhat unconventional because when we say it's not about the money, and it really isn't when we're really addressing the fact that we have a vision to really look after our people, our team, our customers, whatever that is. The money follows. So it's about money, but it's about money in the right part of the equation. It's after the fact we've created that great value. Then money really comes on and we enable the conversation about it. And compensation really has to be part of that internal team conversation. So let's bring another word into this, and it's trust. If it's one thing that people don't trust is when you mess with their money. Just think about that. Do people trust financial advisors? The conversation on the streets always, what should I do with my money? Should I give it here? Should I put it in the bank? So what happens? We trust the bank because we know banks don't get robbed these days. Well, not usually. But when it comes to trust in your money, you have a unique opportunity to have conversations that have underlying trust. And trust is all about transparently communicating, being very clear about what you're doing, confident in the fact that you can enable two-way conversations about it, so then you have that mutual input. And then the clarity, I think, that follows, that trust, that you're actually working on something which your team is integral in what you do. The team deserves to understand where their paycheck comes from and where higher levels can come from. And then once you build that, I think you've really got the pinnings of a great compensation program. That's what the Growth Platform compensation program talks to.